Good evening. Welcome to American Canyon State of the City Report, annual report for 2022. It was an incredible year for the City of American Canyon. From introducing new technology improvements to upgrading key infrastructure, we experienced tremendous growth in a number of key areas. And we will hear throughout this presentation more to come. Think about it, 38 different languages are spoken here in American Canyon. The world's largest major religions are here. We're extremely diverse. You know what's really good about that? What's great, in fact? Favorite home recipes. Everybody shares. I can't help but think if the food's on this planet, you're going to find it here in American Canyon. Good chance of that happening. It's clear that American Canyon exudes resilience, strength, and outstanding appreciation for one another. We say it all the time here, and we really mean it. We love everyone in American Canyon. Everyone is welcome here. A new year means more opportunities to engage as a community, and we look forward to spending our time at the events that make American Canyon so special. Thank you very much. And now I'd like to introduce City Manager Jason Hawley.
Thank you, Mayor. It's great to be with you all this evening, American Canyon residents far and wide. American Canyon remains forward-thinking while protecting the environment and improving our overall quality of life. Our reputation as engaged and innovative remains top of mind when providing our residents and businesses with relevant and easy-to-use resources. In early 2022, we commissioned a study as part of the National Community Survey, and we invited all of our residents to participate. It was a comprehensive quality of life survey, and more than 70% of you expressed a positive evaluation of the overall quality of services provided by the city. And more than 83% of you expressed that American Canyon is a good or excellent place to live. And we certainly agree with those sentiments. As the mayor noted, we accomplished numerous milestones in 2022, and staff will be here in a moment to celebrate some of those accomplishments for you. As a reminder, the presentation that we're giving tonight is available at the city's virtual City Hall. You can find that located at www.cityofamericancanyon.org. Also, as a reminder, our public safety partners at the Napa Sheriff's Office and the American Canyon Police Department will be presenting their annual reports later next month, as well as the American Canyon Fire Protection District will be presenting their report as well. With that, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Finance Director Juan Gomez.
Good evening, American Canyon. My name is Juan Gomez. I'm the city's finance director, and the finance department is responsible for all the city's financial activities, including accounting for revenue, expenditures, payroll accounts payables, and investment of city funds. The city's website does provide lots of financial information, including our audited financial statements, budgets, and information on your utility billings. But we continue to be excited about our transparency portal. This portal allows us to provide timely information regarding our budget and our year-to-date spending. It also allows our users to filter and drill down on any particular fund or department. I encourage all to check out our portal at cityofamericancanyon.org/transparency. As we look at the fiscal year 23 snapshot, our revenues for all the funds are coming in at $84.7 million. Many of those are made up of primarily general fund revenues consisting of property tax, $13 million, sales tax, $4.6 million, transit occupancy tax of $1.5 million. We do have charges for other services, which are mainly from our enterprise funds, consisting of our water enterprise fund, our wastewater enterprise fund, and our recycled water fund. We have funding coming in for interfund transfers for capital improvement projects and intergovernmental funds revenues, primarily government grants and funds and so forth. And as we look at our expenditures here of $74.7 million, consisting of supplies and materials of $18.8 million, salaries and benefits of approximately $11.2 million, transfers out to capital projects of about $10 million, and capital outlay of $14 million. We are very excited. American Canyon continues to grow financially year over year. New revenues are coming in, a lot of development throughout the city, and we are excited about those opportunities that the new revenues will bring in. With that, I'd like to introduce Felix Hernandez, our Maintenance and Utilities Director.
Good evening, American Canyon. Felix Hernandez, Maintenance and Utilities Director. The City of American Canyon purchases nearly all of its water from the California State Water Project. That project designed, constructed, and maintained by the California Department of Water Resources supplies over 25 million Californians with water. You can learn more about that in our video, From Source to Tap. That video can be found at www.cityofamericancanyon.org/save-water. Over the past decade, we've reduced our reliance on the State Water Project by 32%. And over that time frame, the population has grown significantly, and it also included a lot of commercial areas and industrial usage. We also have a recycled water delivery program. In 2022, we had over 500 residents participate in that program. We do look forward to expanding that and making it more accessible to our residents. And in 2022, that delivery program amounted to over 7 acre-feet of water delivered. We also have, beginning this year, 2023, our Citizens Utility Rate Advisory Committee. We are convening to look at the utility rates, which include the Water Enterprise Fund, the Wastewater Enterprise Fund, and the Recycled Water Fund. In addition to that, as I spoke to earlier, our recycled water, we are looking into getting some fill stations. That'll make this recycled water more accessible and convenient for our residents. And now I'm going to play a short video of the Sites Water Project, something that the venture that the city has participated in, one of the largest projects since the State Water Project in California.
Our California farms, businesses, and cities depend on a reliable, sustainable water supply. But unfortunately, over time, our water infrastructure has gotten older and stressed beyond its capabilities. Add the urgency of both climate change and the worst drought that California has seen in more than 50 years, and one thing is undeniably clear. The time for California to address our statewide water management challenges is now. Enter the Sites Reservoir. The Sites Reservoir is a once-in-a-generation 21st century solution that will provide water to California's agriculture, urban areas, and environment during dry years, creating long-term, sustainable resiliency for our entire water supply.
The Sites Reservoir is a completely new way of looking at reliable water supply in California. It's an off-stream reservoir that will be pulling water off the Sacramento River during really high flood events. It then stores the water for times when water is very scarce, and it releases water back into the system for the benefits to the environment and the people of California.
For California's flashy hydrology, Sites Reservoir is like your savings account. When we have a wet year and have more water than we know what to do with, we take it and deposit it into our savings account. When rain is scarce and we're facing drought conditions, that saved up water can be put back into the system to augment the supply. More water in the river during drought benefits downstream fisheries, farms, and millions of people across the state of California. Truly a game changer for California, the Sites Reservoir, a key project in California's water resilience portfolio, provides invaluable water security.
The Sites Project Authority was formed under a joint powers agreement in 2010. Their mission is to get the project built. It really does have a diversity that is unmatched among any project that exists. And what it brings in that diversity is inclusion of all interests of California, which is really ag, urban, north, south, coastal, inland, large farms, small farms, big cities, small cities. We have now defined and described an affordable, permittable, and buildable project that has local, state, and federal support.
My name is Mary Wells. I'm a fifth-generation California farming family. Purchased this property and other properties down in the valley and have been farming now for 47 years here. I have been advocating sites since the 90s. It's a very bittersweet project for me. This project is not without loss, and I say that because I will be experiencing it. If Sites is built, we will be standing right now in under 360 feet of water. I really care about my neighbors and the other families. Yes, we have our little corner of the world in California that we advocate for, but somebody has to stop and think about the good of all of California, and particularly in ag, and the importance of sustainable and reliable water.
My name is Fritz Durst. I've been farming this land for about 40 years. My family's been here since the 1800s farming. California is the largest ag-producing state in America. 2021 is a terribly dry year. This drought will cost all of California agriculture in the billions of dollars. If this reservoir was normally operated right now, there'd be 1 million acre-feet of extra water in this state to be used for everyone's benefit.
Drought is a part of California water, always has been, always will be, probably will be even more significant as we go forward with climate change in the future. One of the things that the Sites Reservoir does is it provides a flexible asset that allows for the release of the water at times when the environment needs it most. When there is not enough water in the rivers and streams, the environment, the fish habitat is affected, the fish, the salmon, the delta smelt, which are key species in the river system, and that's one of the things the Sites Reservoir provides, is that freshwater source during those dry periods.
My name is Valerie Pryor, and I'm the General Manager of the Zone 7 Water Agency, and we are located in the East Bay area, and we serve the communities of Dublin, Livermore, Pleasanton, and parts of San Ramon. For the Zone 7 Water Agency, Sites Reservoir will be a key part of our water supply portfolio. Sites definitely moves the needle for surface storage. Well, Sites benefits people, industry, both in urban and agricultural areas, and it benefits the environment as well, which is very important to the Bay Area. This project demonstrates that it does not have to be an either or. Here's an off-stream reservoir, so you're not damming a river, you're not ruining river habitat, and it provides a reliable source of water for people and industry, but also for the environment.
My name is Jeff Harris. I am City Council member in Sacramento for District 3. Sites Reservoir is really a pretty elegant solution to the set of problems we're facing with climate change. This reservoir is a very important project for people all across the state. Every sector in California has a vested interest in sites. From the Sacramento perspective, I believe that Sites Reservoir does offer us flood control benefits. We know that the flows in the Sacramento affects our ability to stay flood safe in Sacramento. Clearly, if we divert water in major rain events from the Sacramento, store it in sites, we'll have smaller flows down the Sacramento in these critical times. We'll be able to stay more flood safe in Sacramento.
Sites Reservoir is a generational project that we have an opportunity to address climate change uncertainty, to ensure that we have continued reliability of the Sites Reservoir project, and make sure that we can bring the very necessary water supply into our region of Southern California. The beauty of this project is it's through this coalition, this group of urban water districts, agricultural interests, northern, southern California. So it really lends itself to this multiple payers, multiple beneficiaries, and a really sustainable project long-term for the state of California.
We need to build sites for reliability of a water supply.
For the water security for our great state.
For healthy urban communities.
We need to build Sites Reservoir for reliability for agriculture, for urban, and for the environment.
Build sites now.
And now I'd like to introduce Public Works Director Erica Amon Smithies.
Good evening, American Canyon. Erica Almond-Smithies, Public Works Director. I'd like to give you an overview of our accomplishments this past year, our launch of the We Heart Safe Streets traffic calming program, repairing our city streets, and infrastructure improvements. This past year, 2022 accomplishments, the Napa County Office of Education was able to complete their 2019 launch of a Safe Routes to School report. In addition, the City Council adopted the 2022 Local Roadway Safety Plan, identifying high area needs for improvements, traffic safety improvements. We also were able to complete a complete streets assessment, focusing on our Safe Routes to School corridors. And we launched our 2022 speed surveys, which checks the speed limits around the city on 17 different street segments. So we're bringing that back to City Council later this spring to discuss and adopt new speed limits. In progress, we're working on a traffic calming program update. It was originally launched in 2011. We were working on an estimated completion of March, but it's pushed out a little bit per council direction to bring a workshop type item to council as a draft and then finalize later spring. The update will reflect the information we gathered this past year in 2022 and the speed surveys that will be adopted later this year. Traffic calming projects that were completed this past year include crosswalk ramp improvements on various street segments, intersections, enhanced pedestrian intersections on Donaldson Way at Shenandoah and Silver Oak Trail and White Oak Drive, 8,600 feet of new Class 2 bike lanes. This was introduced by City Council last year with our American Recovery Act funds. Enhanced crosswalk improvements on Elliott Drive and Daniel Drive, also additional American Recovery Act funds. We installed a long overdue sidewalk gap closure on Eucalyptus Drive, and that'll now serve the students and the community for Napa Junction Elementary School. And we installed permanent traffic calming measures on Wetlands Edge, including speed cushions and curb bulb outs. That was installed by city staff. Projects that are in progress for this year, later this summer, we plan to repave Benton Way and include enhanced crosswalks and Class 2 bike lanes that were identified not only by the Bike Coalition's report last year, Safe Routes to School report, but also the Complete Streets Assessment. Melvin Road traffic calming, sidewalk, and drainage improvements may not get started in construction until late this fall, early winter, but it will be coming soon. We're going to be working on replacing our old speed reduction signs, the radar feedback signs with smart signs to collect more data to help enforce traffic rules. And then the Wetlands Edge Trail connection to Commerce Court. It's a Class 1 trail going to be built by private development. Repairing our city streets. We repaired numerous amounts of streets this past year with our Measure T, SB1, and gas tax. Improvements include American Canyon Road east of Flosden and Newell Drive, Blanco, Brophy, Corsicana, Commerce, Donaldson Way, Flosden at Daniel, Fallon Drive, Gold Valley Way and Tapestry Lane, Kemp Way, Sheffield, Shenandoah, and Silver Oak Trail. This year, we're focusing on another additional 1.5 miles of grind and overlays through Measure T. And again, we said Benton Way will also be done when we complete the recycle pipeline project. A big accomplishment for the City of American Canyon and for the county region was completing the Devlin Road, the final segment to Green Island Road. As those, you can see the ribbon cutting that happened last May of 2022. It was a big highlight to the city and region. It's been over a 20-year project in the making, so it was completed this past year. Includes also the Vine Trail extension, over 1/2 mile of Vine Trail Class 1 that will connect to Green Island Road once that project is underway. Projects under construction are coming soon to construction. Right now, we're under construction the Recycled Water Expansion Project, Wetlands Edge Court, and the Green Island Road undergrounding. Soon will be the Knightsbridge Way reconstruction and water main improvements. We also have a demolition at 189 Teresa. In coordination with parks, we have playground replacements coming later this year, and then the big awaited skate park relocation. And with that, I'd like to introduce Community Development Director Brent Cooper. Thank you.
Hi, good evening. I'm Brent Cooper, the Community Development Director. The joy in the Community Development Department is fulfilling the wishes of American Canyon residents for the future of our city. And through that, we work very closely with other departments and regional partners. Over the last 10 years or so, we've done a tremendous amount of work in our community, and I'm here to share with you some of the products of that fruit of labor. We have some commercial development that is under construction and happening in American Canyon for 2022. This is just a snapshot of some of the larger projects in American Canyon. We also have a very large home-based business segment in American Canyon, as well as continued expansion in our industrial park near the Napa Airport. Coming up for soon in American Canyon, we're expecting construction of a new hotel, the Hampton Inn. American Canyon continues to expand its tourism excitement. We also have continued growth in our wine component of the Napa Valley with a storage warehouse on Commerce Court. And then also PG&E is consolidating its Napa and Vallejo facilities into a large regional facility in American Canyon. Under review right now, we have quite a few commercial projects. We have a very large industrial park, the Giovannoni Logistics Center in Green Island Road. We have Chicken Guy Restaurant. This is a franchise by famed chef Guy Fieri. We have a mixed-use project for residential and commercial called Sun Square. The city is working in partnership with the American Canyon Community and Parks Foundation for an eco center on Wetlands Edge, which will be very exciting. A company in Napa, which has a very long history, excellent reputation, Bell Products, is looking to relocate to American Canyon. And then finally, we have a solar farm and RV storage planned just off of Highway 29. Looking ahead here to Watson Ranch, you've probably noticed the construction. We're really excited about this. It's a product of many years, 15 years or so of planning is now coming to fruition. We have residential projects with Lemos Point, new single-family homes, breathing life into our residential availability of homes for sale. And then also, which is very exciting, a large hotel with conference facilities next to the ruins, which will be rejuvenated and become a very exciting center for both tourists and American Canyon residents. We have other residential projects on the way. We have Canyon Estates on the east side of town, just north of the high school. If you're ready for your custom home, this is your place of dreams to live. On the opposite side of town, Oat Hill, we have multifamily residential. It's under construction today. And then also on Highway 29, we have Napa Cove Apartments, which will be a wonderful place for working families. Also under review, we have a residential project next to Napa Junction Retail Center, and then also continued single-family homes in Watson Ranch. And then finally, looking forward to our next 20 years, City is working on updating the general plan. We have a lot of new policies and things that will improve and focus the growth in our city for the next 20 years. And with that, I'd like to introduce our Parks and Recreation Director, Ali Ikeda.
Good evening, American Canyon. Alexandra Ikeda, Parks and Recreation Director. Throughout our recreation programs and partnerships with many organizations, we inspire a sense of community and we enhance our community's quality of life. Thanks to our valuable partnerships, there are several events offered throughout the year designed with activities for families and residents of all ages to come together and have fun. In the summer of 2022, the community joined together to celebrate the second year of the Chamber's Meet Me in the Streets, our first American Canyon Pride event, and our first annual Juneteenth event. These events are true celebrations of the of our American Canyon inclusivity and the diversity of our community, where we offer opportunities to take action and engage, dialogue to strengthen alliances, build acceptance, and advance equal rights. We look forward to continuing to foster these relationships and enjoy our community together. We would not be able to do a lot of things that we do without our amazing partnerships and nonprofit organizations. The City of American Canyon takes pride in fostering our community spirit and providing opportunities for residents of giving back and making a difference locally through volunteer opportunities. All volunteers help make our community a better place to live, work, and play. Even helping with the smallest task can make a difference in the lives of people, animals, and organizations that are in need. There are many ways you can dedicate your time to our community through our volunteer opportunities, and we encourage you to sign up on our website at www.cityofamericancanyon.org/volunteers to find out all of the amazing opportunities that we have to volunteer your time. In August 2022, the City Council adopted a resolution approving a property exchange and land acquisition agreement with the Napa Valley Unified School District. This agreement transferred approximately 5.6 acres of land where the community center/gymnasium is located from the city to NVUSD. In exchange, the city received a 6.57 acre property where the former Napa Junction Elementary School is located on Napa Junction Road from NVUSD. The city took possession of the former Napa Junction site in October 2022. And in 2023, there are great plans for this site. It'll be a dual usage site that'll be the home of our Public Works and Maintenance and Utilities Department, and will serve our Parks and Recreation Department, where we will be able to offer programs, classes, and community events and rentals. In partnership with the American Canyon Community Parks and Foundation, the city received grant funding from the State of California Department of Parks and Recreation 2018 Park Bond Act per capita grant for playground replacements at Via Bellagio Park, Northampton Park, and Linwood Park. The Northampton Park playground will include an all-access universal play experience to meet the accessibility needs of our community. These projects will begin in early summer of 2023. In September of 2022, the City Council adopted a resolution approving and funding the skateboard park relocation project, which includes relocating the skate park from the NVUSD property behind the middle school to the City of American Canyon's Veterans Park located at 2801 Broadway Street. The city is working with the American Ramp Company to complete this project later this year. And then lastly, we are excited that we will be starting our outdoor education site at the wetlands. This is a grant that was provided that we received from the California Department of Parks and Recreation, California Clean Water, Clean Air, Safe Neighborhood Parks, and Coastal Protection Act of 2002, where we will provide an outdoor education site at the wetlands. The city is finalizing the plans for this project and is looking to include a park restroom and shaded outdoor area with benches. This project is slated for groundbreaking in late 2022. And at this time, I would like to pass this on to our city manager, Jason Hawley. Thank you.
Thank you, Allie. And before we conclude our presentation tonight, I wanted to extend a thank you again to Mayor Garcia for joining us as a part of this presentation, but also wanted to extend my appreciation to the entire City Council. Without their support, without their leadership in this past year, none of these amazing accomplishments could have been achieved. Councilmember Miriam Albadamos, Councilmember David Oro, Councilmember Mark Joseph, and Vice Mayor Pierre Washington, along with Mayor Leon Garcia, comprise our City Council. In addition, I'd like to thank the staff that presented here this evening: Finance Director Juan Gomez, Maintenance and Utilities Director Felix Hernandez, Public Works Director Erica Smithies, Community Development Director Brent Cooper, and Park and Recreation Director Alexandra Akita. And before wrapping up, I really wanted to extend our appreciation to our community partners. Without you, none of this could be possible. There are too many of you to list all tonight, but we will be in touch with you in the near future about a community partner recognition event that will be taking place in late April. Please keep an eye out for that information, and we want to celebrate with you at that time. Lastly, as we noted previously, all of this information is available at the city's virtual hall. The report and other great information can be found there. Tomorrow morning, myself and some of the team will be at the Adult Activity Center over on Elliott at 11 o'clock in the morning to give this presentation in person to those residents who prefer to consume information in that manner. So we'll be there again tomorrow morning, Thursday, February 23rd at 11 a.m. at the Adult Activity Center. And then on Friday, our team will be over at the American Canyon High School presenting this information to juniors and seniors in the auditorium all day. And so we're there trying to engage the youth in our community. We're excited about that opportunity. And last and certainly not least, on March 7th, the Chamber of Commerce will be hosting a State of the City event that we'll be participating with and joining them. Please look at their website to sign up for tickets for that event on March 7th. And so with that, I want to extend my thank you to everyone that was involved in this presentation, and my particular appreciation to the staff who put this State of the City together, but also all of the hardworking men and women at the City of American Canyon who come to work every day to provide the great services to our residents and businesses. Thank you all, American Canyon, and have a great evening. Bye.